Hi everyone. So, OpenAI's ChatGPT is quickly becoming a major part of people's life, including me as well. But most of the people are doing a lot of mistakes, and because of that, they are not getting proper result. So, here I have done some research and I got some solutions for that. So, let's take a look at it, the 10 common mistakes that most of the people are doing using ChatGPT. So the the first mistake, it is a major mistake that people are doing, that treating ChatGPT as an encyclopedia. So you are trying to get facts from ChatGPT. So that is the most common mistake that people that are doing, and I see that making prompts and prompts for specifically checking the facts, or uh, or some idea about the current situation about the world, and brainstorming and inspiration, and also people are doing that mistake because ChatGPT has some limited source of data till September 2021, and that's why sometimes ChatGPT on some particular, for some topic, it will not give you result. Let's say I found one of my friend who is trying to find out one book, but he didn't get the answer from ChatGPT. So I would say, rather treating ChatGPT as an encyclopedia, use ChatGPT as especially using for ideas, inspiration, and remixing existing information and all. So to get some proper result for that, still I would say don't use ChatGPT for that. You still need to research on old-fashioned ways, like doing some Google, or looking for that solution from somewhere else. So don't use ChatGPT in order to find facts and all, right? So use ChatGPT for brainstorming and inspiration, while uh, trying to get on traditional research method and for factual information and all. So do that. uh, 1 second. Okay. All right. So the second major mistake that people are doing is giving up too soon. Right? So if you are giving up too soon, because most of the people I have seen that they're frustrated with ChatGPT after just one or two attempts. But it is important to remember that prompt engineering is an art, and it will take a lot of practice as well. So if you're not getting the result that you want, and don't assume your task can't be done. Instead, try rewording your prompt and simplifying the language, or adding more context to help guide how ChatGPT responds. You might be surprised how much a small tweak to that prompt will give you the proper quality of content will it will generate for you. So if you stump, you can't find the good example of ChatGPT prompts that others have used. Maybe you can use those prompts that other people are getting result from. So uh, I would say reword your prompt. You can try simplifying your language or adding more context to the ChatGPT prompt. It will give you proper result. Third major mistake that people are doing is, on customizing the ChatGPT tone, right? So settling for default ChatGPT prompt. If you are using the generic tone, then ChatGPT often sound like its default tone might not be what you are looking for, especially if you are aiming for more distinct personalized style. However, the good news is that ChatGPT can guided to adapt different tones and style based on your input. So instead of settling for the default tone, try specifying the tone, or describe character you want ChatGPT to emulate. For the tone, you can use adjective like you want playful answer, you want formal or casual, or better yet, give some example to work from. You can also ask ChatGPT to write like someone else. Like you can ask ChatGPT to write poem like uh, Rabindranath Tagore, and it will give you the result with the words or the style how Rabindranath Tagore used to do. So uh, the uh, the solution for is describe the tone you want, either by using adjective or by specifying a character that ChatGPT should emulate, maybe even yourself as well, right? So if you wanted to uh, get some result, how you think or how you give an answer, so you can give answers according to you as well. Uh, Mistake number 4 is collaborating with ChatGPT. The problem is leaving ChatGPT to write content. If you haven't developed your point of view, that is the one common complaint about ChatGPT, that output is kind of dull, right? So in order to make it more insightful, or you need to give ChatGPT to specific on what you want to write. In other words, it needs point of view as well. So my workflow looks like something like this. So if I start developing my own outline for the content I wanted to create, then I spend some time brainstorming with ChatGPT about things that I could add. Right, I evaluate the idea and decide whether they compiling enough to include in the outline. I found this method work a lot better than trying to ask ChatGPT to write an outline first and then I having it edit that one to include in the things I want. So this actually the method I use for many of the uh, prompt that I get, right? So the solution is very simple, that first use your squeezy human brain instead of mechanical one. That is, you'll need to decide on the main points you want to make. Only then should you start brainstorming with ChatGPT to think your point through, and and get some suggestions or things you might not have considered for. So use an outline to identify main points and brainstorm with ChatGPT to generate relevance suggestions. It will benefit you to engaging in meaningful collaboration with ChatGPT to create personalized content. Right. So that is the solution for that. Number 5, providing sufficient context to ChatGPT. So most of the time, people are giving insufficient information that will leading to the undesired outcome. So you didn't give enough context to ChatGPT. It's always tempting to get dash of short prompt and see what comes out. But it generally more information you can provide to ChatGPT, the better it is. And the time you take on the front end, I think that is through what you are really asking for will pay you off with the better response. So when crafting your prompt, aim aim to offer as much as information you can provide to it about the context what you are looking for. This could include background detail, specific example, or stylistic references. So that way, by providing the richer context, you will equip with ChatGPT with necessary tools to tailor its response to your specific needs. At the end of the day, a well-crafted prompt is the foundation of successful ChatGPT interaction, and making it often takes some time to get it right. Okay, so offer as much as relevant information as possible when crafting your prompt to help ChatGPT understand your requirement. So that is the solution for that. Next is optimizing ChatGPT session. So the problem is mixing topic or task in the same chat thread, leading to the disorganized content. So this is the most common mistake that people are doing, that they mix topic or task. I often come to the chat GPT with a handful of tasks I wanted to get it done, like drafting an email, or alongside with that, generating some ideas for what what to make dinner this week. Although it tempting to prompt all of those tasks in one chat window, having multiple tasks in a same thread can make quickly and generate a result worse. So ChatGPT remember that context from your previous prompt. So ChatGPT always remember the context from your previous prompt, and so that better to separate these sessions by topic as much as possible, to maintain the focus. As an address bonus, you know, as an added bonus, I would say that makes it easier to keep your generated context organized because it's already separated into different thread. So separate your sessions by topic or task to get more focused and accurate result, because most of the time ChatGPT remember what context we are talking about on one particular task window or one particular chat window. So one task, one window, another task, another context, second window, next topic, another window. So that way you can separate the topic as well as you will get the proper result. Otherwise, if you mix the content or task in a same chat window, it will ChatGPT will get confused and it will give you a wrong uh, idea as well, wrong answer too. The next common mistake elevating ChatGPT's result is settling for the first response instead of refining systematically. So most of the time people, they are quickly, sometimes people give up on ChatGPT and they might try one or two things and then give up, and they will start using the that particular answer, believing that the AI just can't provide what they are looking for. So most of the time you will need to put some effort, maybe by adjusting the result with a targeted follow-up prompt, or suggesting changes and add it to the output, or asking ChatGPT to refine its first response based on the additional parameters. So instead of settling of the first output, try generating the response or prompting ChatGPT to tweak the previous output to the systematically, improve the result. Remember that ChatGPT output has random element. So if you think the prompt is good, you can simply ask ChatGPT to you know generate to the different response, and this give the AI to enhance to come up with something closer to what you are looking for. So regenerate the response or ask for tweak to the output will improve the result eventually, and it will give you the better answer what you are looking for. So that is the solution for that uh, particular mistake. Next mistake people are doing the communicating effectively with ChatGPT is using overlay polite language that complicate the understanding. So if you are being too polite, so when I was debugging code with ChatGPT and encountered with a situation where I could see the error in the code it generated, but ChatGPT struggled to identify the issue. When prompting to get ChatGPT to fix the code, I wondered my request the way I would talk to junior developer. And do you think the line we are defining the variable could be an issue? Uh, to my surprise, ChatGPT said no. Then it tried to fix a different line from the fourth time. It is kind of a spoiler, and the original line was the issue. So instead of being clear and direct about what you want to ChatGPT to do, remember that the AI is a tool, right? So not a person, and it doesn't have feeling that can be heard by direct language. So just don't get too used to and get start being rude to your colleagues. Right? So the solution is be clear and direct about what you want ChatGPT to do without worrying about manners. So that's how you will get the solution. Otherwise, you will not get proper solution. The next common mistake is people are doing answering ChatGPT accuracy and relevancy. So people are unverified content before using it to the real life. So if you are not checking the answer that ChatGPT has provided, it's always tempting to save time by copying all the answers and pasting whatever wherever you wanted to use. But it's also a super fast way to make a major mistake. Remember, the ChatGPT is an incredibly powerful AI, but it is not infallible, right? It can sometimes provide outdated, incorrect, or irrelevant answer as well, even nonsensical information too. So before using generated content, take a moment to review and verify the answer or suggestion provided by ChatGPT. Cross-checking information with the reliable sources, and then use it. I think that would make sense, because ChatGPT may provide incorrect or irrelevant answers as well. So always double check the generated content for accuracy and relevancy before using it in your work. And ultimately, uh, in conclusion, I would say the mastering ChatGPT is all about patience, persistence, and playing around with your prompts and its power, because it's a powerful tool, but it is not perfect, right? And it is up to you to fine tune its output. So just remember to give enough context, be direct, separate sessions by topic, and double check the result. By doing this, you will greatly enhance your quality of ChatGPT responses, and ultimately, it will enhance your work as well. So these are the 10 common mistakes that most of the people are doing, and the solutions for that. So if you try using it in your day to day activity, or while you are using the prompt in a chat gpt, definitely your result will be enhanced, and you will get better result. And that way you will avoid a lot of mistakes that most of the people are doing. All right, so I think that is it from today, and in this video, we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.